Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the program with respect to the finding the largest of the given numbers. So this is the program. So as we know, first we should create a project. So as we discussed in the previous video, so we should create a new project. Then in the new project, you should type the project name, and we have to save that one. And you should select the proper microcontroller. So it is AT89C51ED2. So after creating the project, we should create a new file and we have to type the program with respect to that. So after typing a program, we should add that one to the target. So this is how we are going to add. So right click on the source group, add existing file to the source group and select the program which you have typed. So it will be added. After adding, so we should translate that one, then build, and we need to rebuild that one. So then we should debug. So here in the 9000 location, we should give the inputs. So randomly we will take 5 numbers to just pick with the largest number. So randomly we will enter. So this is the 5 numbers we have entered. So now we can directly run or step by step we can run. So better we'll go with the step by step. So what we can do is we can use with the F11 button. So you can observe here, first we are considering R3 as the comparator. So since we are considered with the 5 numbers, we should compare 4 numbers. At a time we can take only 2 numbers. So we are moving R3 with the length of the array. So now we can check the here. So R3 is moved with the counter. Then we should initialize with the DPTR where we have entered with the input. So it is 9000. So you can observe here DPTR will be set at 9000. So later that data has to be moved to accumulator. If you want to compare any number, you should first move one data to the accumulator. So the first number which was in the 9000 location is 14. So it has been moved to the accumulator. Then next we should increment the DPTR. So it will become 9001. And next we will fetch the number to again accumulator. So now it is 23. So now one data is stored in R1 and other data is stored in the accumulator. So since we don't want to lose that particular data, again that same number will be stored again in the R2. So R1 has 14, R2 has 23. So now we are using a command subtract. So we are subtracting A and R1 data and we are just comparing which one is a greater. So now A has 23 and R1 has 14. So it is 23 minus 14 it will give. When 23 minus 14 you will get a positive number. The difference will be 15, which will be in hexadecimal. So then it will check for the carry, whether the carry is set or not. Since we are subtracting the smallest number with the largest number, there will be no carry flag will be set. So we are going to move R2 to A back. Then we are moving A accumulator data to R1. So comparing to 14 and 23, so 23 is the largest number. So we are neglecting 14 and we are moving 23 to our R1 location. So now 23 among both, 23 is the largest number which will be set to R1. Next we are going to decrement the counter R3 which was 4. Now it will be set to 3. Next we will increment the DPTR to 9002 and we are going to fetch the number in that. So the number is AB. So since we are going to use the subtraction command, accumulator will be overwritten. So we want to move that particular data to R2. So your R2 will be moved as AB. Now just we are going to subtract your R2 and R1. So here AB minus 23 will happen. When AB minus 23 will happen, again from the largest number we are subtracting the smallest number, so there will be no carry will be set. So what we want to do, so whatever the data which is present in R2, which is the largest number compared to both R2 and R1, that R2 data will be moved to R1, that will be restored, and 23 will be neglected. So we have moved R1 as AB. Next we are going to decrement the counter from 3 to 2. Next, increment the DPTR to 9003 and move the data to whatever the data which is present in 9003 to accumulator, which is 4. Now we are going to move that particular data to R2. Then we are going to subtract A and R1. A is 4 now, R1 is AB. So we have to subtract a largest numbers from the smallest number. Obviously, we are going to get with the carry. So we are not going to move any data because R1 as already as the largest number. So just we are going to skip those particular step and we are going to decrement the counter from 2 to 1. Next, increment the DPTR to 9004. Then we are going to fetch the particular data to accumulator, which is 10. Move the particular data to R2. Again subtract A and R1. A has 10 now and R1 is AB. Again we are subtracting a largest number from the smallest number. So there will be no carry flag will be set. So no need to move any data because R1 already has the largest number. Decrement the counter. Now from 1 it will become 0. So whatever the data which is present in R1, it will be moved to accumulator, which is the largest number, that is AB will be moved to accumulator. Then we are going to store that particular answer in 9060. So we are moving DPL as 60 and whatever the data which is present in R1 it will be moved to A. Then from A it will be directly moved to the DPTR. So now you can check here in 9060 the largest number will be stored. So that is AB out of all these particular numbers what we have chosen.